So the cabin of our plane wasn't pressurized, so that everyone had to wear oxygen masks. Suddenly there was a loud noise. Someone had just opened the door of the plane, and air was whipping through the cabin. I watched in disbelief as Dr. Workman jumped out of the plane. As he disappeared from my sight, the only thing I could think was, I'm next. Aw, jeez. In a few seconds, I was at the door with my feet dangling 15,000 feet above the earth. I smiled for the camera, leaned my head back against my tandem master, focused on the clouds, and watched as we rolled from the plane. The next thing I knew, I was staring at the ground, and it was getting closer. My name is Grieb, and tonight I would like to talk with you about taking chances. What does it mean to take a chance? It means something different for each of us. In taking a chance, you do something out of the ordinary, something risky, something that makes you grow as an individual. A chance can end in complete disaster or be the experience of your life. For example, I'm taking a chance giving this speech tonight. And I don't think it'll be a complete disaster, but don't expect it to be the experience of your life. In our lives, we all take chances. We took a chance when we decided to come to college. We took a chance when we decided to come to Center. And we have taken many chances since we've come to Center. Looking back over the past few years, I know I've taken my fair number of chances. And I'd like to share some of those with you tonight. When I finally decided to come to Center, I received that huge packet of information. And one of the pamphlets in that packet of information was the freshman roommate questionnaire. Literally the day after reading that questionnaire, I got a call from Jay Carnes. Apparently our mothers were in the same Bible study, and they thought that we would be great freshman roommates. So the two of us made plans and met one afternoon at Honey Brothers Coffee. Now this was somewhat of an awkward arrangement. First of all, neither Jay nor I drink coffee, so that was a problem. And as I was walking into Honey Brothers, I looked around and I realized, you know, I don't know what Jay looks like. It's a problem. But as I looked around the room, I saw Jay sitting there awkwardly scanning the room, and I realized it's okay, because he doesn't know what I look like either. That day in the coffee shop, over 2 cups of hot chocolate, we both took a chance and decided to be freshman roommates. Now, I wish I could say that everything worked great and it was love at first sight, but Jay and I experienced some technical difficulties when we first got to campus. You see, Jay did this thing where he would spray Axe body spray into our air conditioner. He also hung his towel to dry from the ceiling. And that was okay, but the fact that it was positioned right in front of the door and the towel would smack you every time you came in the room, that wasn't so good. Now, I'm sure, to be fair, I did my fair share of annoying Jay, but unfortunately, we were too nice to each other to ever say anything. So our friendship continued to be somewhat superficial for some time. However, a few weeks into school, Jay and I finally broke the ice. We embarked on an old but sacred ritual among freshman roommates. I'm sure many of you had the same experience. Mine goes something like this. I was coming back from chemistry lab one afternoon. I was tired, wanted to take a nap before studying for the afternoon. I opened the door, and standing before me was Jay Carnes. Every square inch. Less than 2 seconds, I was standing back in the hallway with the door closed, and I was listening to Jay scurrying about in the room, trying to find some clothes. He opened the door, and he immediately began to apologize. I'm sorry I didn't lock the door, and I just interrupted him. I said, Jay, you know what? It's fine. Sometimes you just gotta let the fur fly. Immediately, we both broke into laughter. We had officially broken the ice. And from that day forward, Jay Carnes and I have grown to become close friends. As a side note, I'm happy to report that Jay Carnes no longer sprays Axe body spray in his air conditioner. My freshman year was filled with many more chances, a lot of them with Jay. But one of the biggest chances came at the end. One afternoon, Dr. Workman called me into his office and asked me to conduct research with him over the summer. After After some thinking, I finally agreed. Now, this is a chance on a number of different levels. Anyone who's ever met Dr. Workman knows that agreeing to do work with him at all, much less for an entire summer, is taking a chance. Let's be honest. Second of all, I wasn't really all that interested in doing research. I wanted to go to college, graduate, go on to medical school, and become a physician. What did I need with research? But my good friend Tony Stiefvater convinced me to accept Dr. Workman's offer. As the summer progressed, I fell in love with research. I was amazed by my capacity to discover knowledge and the potential for application held within my newfound knowledge. Dr. Workman helped to nurture my newfound passion and encouraged me to participate in many research internships. Through these experiences, I found my life's calling in biomedical research. As a result of working with Dr. Workman, my life plans changed forever. As an added bonus, I developed an admittedly odd but very genuine friendship with Dr. Workman. It's just evidence to show you that you never know what might happen when you take a chance. Another big chance occurred during my sophomore year. My fall and spring semesters were completely packed with science classes. My dad and my advisor, Dr. Ritchie, encouraged me to take a break from science during the center term. So I enrolled in the Civil Rights Movement class, taught by Dr. Stroop. It was a 400-level government class. On the first day of class, I met all the other 5 people in the class. They were all senior government majors. To open the class, Dr. Stroop asked if everyone in the class had taken Government 110. Now this was posed as a general question to the entire class, but he looked right at me the whole time he said it. I just smiled and raised my hand and said, "Brian, what in the world are you doing?" As the class progressed, though, I found the material to be quite fascinating. We studied people like Dr. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, who shaped our nation through their words and thoughts. I was fascinated by the how and the why behind how our country operates and how it interacts with other countries. In Dr. Stroop's class, I discovered my intellectual interest for the study of political science. Since then, great professors like Dr. Stroop and Dr. Harvey Mahmood and Dr. Samhat, as well as my government classmates, have helped to open my eyes to a world that I knew existed, but barely understood. All this because I took a chance on a center term class. Now, my list of chances goes on and on. I traveled to New Zealand for a center term class. By the end of the trip, my friends, many of them new, had encouraged me to bungee jump, skydive, hike on a glacier, and climb some of the biggest and most active volcanoes in all of New Zealand. At the encouragement of Mark Ball, I became the Student Senate President. And with the current senators, we've had a great, successful year. Thanks to the mentoring of Mark Mallman, Sarah Scott Hall, and Randy Hayes, I'm the RD of the Quad, and I now have the privilege of working with some of the finest RAs on campus. My good friends, Kevin Duke and Daniel Powell, facilitated my first date with Cassie Bronson, and I'm happy to say that we're head over heels in love. And tonight I'm here before you, taking the other chance. The senior class has empowered me to come before you and deliver some words of wisdom. So my stories are fun, and I can share many more of them with you. But I hope that you've noticed the pattern in the chances that I've taken. In each instance, I was empowered and encouraged by members of this community, faculty and students. When I began thinking about this talk, I thought to myself, what is it that makes Center special? I realized classrooms are pointless without the professors that fill them with knowledge. Dormitories are dead without the friends that bring them to life. Greek houses are empty without the bonds of sisterhood and brotherhood that are held within their walls. Even the turkey sandwich at Cowan doesn't taste as good without a little hi, baby.
That's the sandwich lady.
The center would be nothing without the community of people found here. It's the people of Center College that make this place a special place to work, play, and live. Before I close, I would like to give some advice to all of those who will be returning to this campus in the fall. Do not miss out on the people of this college community. Become an active and engaged member of Center College. During my freshman year, I was not the most social of individuals, as Jay alluded to earlier. I allowed my work to consume me. Please do not repeat my mistake. Do not sit in silence when you know someone needs to speak. Do not speak when you know action is necessary. Do not act, but then fail to follow through in order to make a difference. Do not leave this campus without taking chances. Become engaged. You might make a new friend, you might find a new interest, you might even find your life's calling. When I went skydiving in New Zealand, I was in the air for about 5 minutes, and I eventually hit the ground. But I promise you, if you take chances here in this community, you will learn how to fly and never hit the ground. Seniors, sometime between now and graduation, I urge you to reflect on the people that have empowered you, the people that have enabled you to take chances, and the people that have brought you to this point in your life. Think of your family, your professors, and of course your friends. I know that I am grateful to so many people. Mom and Dad, you have always prayed for me and encouraged me in everything that I do. My success is evidence of your selfless love and support. I love both of you, and I consider myself the luckiest son in the world. Professors, thank you for teaching me. Thank you for giving me the knowledge and the confidence to take on the challenges of this world. And seniors, thank you for an amazing 4 years. Thank you for empowering and supporting me. Thank you for the memories, the life lessons, and the friendships. Thank you for helping me to make me what I am today. Each of you will always be near and dear to my heart. As you leave this campus in the coming weeks, remember this community. Remember those who took a chance on you. Do not spoil or forget those who have given so much up for you. Go forth in the world and do great things for them. Remember the teachings of John Wesley, who challenged everyone to do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, for as long as you can. Thank you very much.